The disease of caring too much.
The root of all weakness is dependency. Most men move through life terrified of losing. Losing friends, losing girlfriends, losing approval, or losing their social standing. This fear makes you a slave. You apologize when you shouldn't, you agree when you disagree, and you bend your knee to people who do not respect you. To reclaim your power, you must master the art of detachment. This does not mean you feel nothing. It means you are controlled by nothing. It is the ability to look at a person you love or a career you built and accept that you could walk away from it tomorrow and still be whole. The moment you are willing to lose everything is the moment you become invincible.
The negotiator's nuclear option. In business, in relationships, and in life, the person who cares the least holds the most power. This is the iron law of negotiation. If you need the deal more than they do, they own you. If you need the relationship more than they do, they will dictate the terms. You must train yourself to be comfortable with the no. You must be ready to pack your bags and leave the table without looking back. This isn't a bluff. People can smell a bluff. You must genuinely internalize the reality that you are the prize, and if they do not see your value, it is their loss, not yours. When you are truly willing to walk away, people will chase you to bring you back. Starve them of reaction.
Your enemies and manipulators feed on one thing: your reaction. When someone insults you, challenges you, or tries to drama bait you, they are looking for an emotional return on their investment. If you get angry, they win. If you defend yourself, they win. The ultimate power move is the gray rock method. Become as uninteresting and unreactive as a gray rock. Look at them with dead eyes. Give them one-word answers. Do not feed them the anger or the sadness they crave. When you deny them a reaction, you starve their ego. They will either escalate in a desperate attempt to trigger you, exposing their own foolishness, or they will wither away and leave you alone.
The mystery of silence. In the age of social media, everyone is broadcasting their every thought, meal, and gym workout. They are open books, easily read and easily discarded. To build an aura of power, you must become a closed vault. Stop oversharing. Stop telling people your plans before you execute them. Stop explaining your backstory to strangers. When you are mysterious, people fill in the blanks with their own fantasies. They assume you are more intelligent, more dangerous, and more interesting than you actually are. By withholding information, you force others to work for your attention. You become a puzzle they are desperate to solve, while you remain the observer. Emotional sovereignty. Most people are emotional thermometers. They reflect the temperature of the room. If the room is chaotic, they become anxious. If the room is angry, they become aggressive. You must become the thermostat. You set the temperature. A dangerous man does not let external events dictate his internal state. If the world is burning down around you,
You remain cold. You remain logical. This emotional sovereignty is terrifying to weak people because they cannot influence you. While they are running around screaming, you are standing still, calculating your next move. This ability to detach from the chaos is what separates the leader from the follower.
The friend of none. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. But in the modern context, it is better to be respected than liked. The friend of all is the friend of none. Stop trying to be everyone's buddy. Stop laughing at jokes that aren't funny. When you try to please everyone, you dilute your character until you are transparent. Be willing to be disliked. Be willing to be the villain in someone else's story if it means staying true to your principles. When you stop trying to be liked, you begin to be respected. Respect is a harder currency to earn, but it lasts a lifetime, whereas popularity fades with the sunset. The investment gap. Look at your relationships. Who is investing more? Who texts more? Who calls more? Who plans more? The person who invests less perceives themselves as having higher value. This is a cruel reality of human psychology. If you are always the one chasing, you are signaling that your time is worth less than theirs. You must rebalance the scales. Pull back. Match their energy. If they take 3 hours to reply, do not reply in 3 seconds. If they give you short answers, stop writing paragraphs. By mirroring their investment, you protect your dignity, and you subconsciously signal that your attention is a scarce resource that must be earned, not given away for free. The law of disappearing. Familiarity breeds contempt. If you are always available, always present, and always on, people stop valuing you. You become part of the furniture. To maintain power and attraction, you must use the law of absence. Sometimes you must simply disappear. Go offline. Go into monk mode. Focus entirely on your mission, your body, and your bank account. When you return, you will have new scars, new skills, and new stories. This cycle of presence and absence keeps people on their toes. It reminds them that you have a life outside of them, a mission that is more important than their need for entertainment. Pain as a tool, not a master. Detachment is not just about other people. It is about detaching from your own comfort. The modern world is designed to keep you soft, sedated, and comfortable. To be ruthless, you must detach from the desire for comfort. View pain not as something to avoid, but as information. When you are under the bar in the gym and your muscles scream, detach from the feeling, observe it. Say to yourself, this is just a signal. When you are tired and want to quit, detach from the fatigue. The ability to step outside your own body and drive it like a machine is the ultimate form of self-control. You are the driver. Your body is just the vehicle. Conclusion. True coldness is not cruelty. It is clarity. It is the ability to see the world exactly as it is, without the fog of your emotions blinding you. It is the refusal to let others hold the remote control to your state of mind. When you care less about what others think, you can finally care more about what you build. Become the ice, become the void. Let the world break itself against your indifference while you remain standing, untouched and invulnerable.